What's up, everybody? We're going to do another unboxing. This week we are looking at Misfits Market. They are a pretty awesome service that I learned about a few years back. This was before I started this farm. They were a food rescue operation out of Pennsylvania. Started by a guy who visited an apple farm and came across a bunch of apples at that farm that were just falling on the ground and sitting, rotting, and asked the farmer what he did with them and was told that they were just going to get composted. So he took it upon himself to buy a few cases of apples that week and see if he could sell them along with other items that he procured from other farms that were going to go to waste. And that was kind of the birth of Misfits Market. A lot of people might, on the West Coast, attribute a similar story to a company called Imperfect Foods. Imperfect Foods was actually purchased by Misfits Market, I want to say in like 2021 or 2022. It's kind of evident or a testament to just how much Misfits has scaled. Since they purchased Imperfect Produce, they have expanded their array of items that would otherwise be directed to landfills. So that includes everything from soon-to-be expired pantry goods from grocery stores, fruits and vegetables of odd shapes and sizes that grocery stores won't accept, a bunch of retail items that have the wrong packaging because brands and labels have changed their designs. And often it is the case that a lot of these get diverted to landfills and waste streams. So they are doing really good work, and I'm super curious. I got a box of produce this week. The first week I made a mistake and I never updated my cart, and I got a bunch of dairy products because that's usually what I buy at the grocery store. So that's a cool place to start, was that their online experience is really dialed. You could tell they put a lot of work into the onboarding flow for new users. Specifically for myself, like I said, they asked me initially, like up front, what items do I go to the grocery store for? And then they immediately made a cart for me after I told them like milk and dairy. If I don't update my cart on a weekly basis, they just send me a pre-made, a pre-curated set of dairy products. So the first week, like I said, I got dairy. This week, I made sure to get produce. Really just curious on the quality. Again, we did another one of these for Farm Fresh to You, and the main idea was, let's see what their box looks like in comparison to our CSA box. Let's note the quality, let's note the sourcing and like the distance that the food likely traveled. Curious on the same here. Don't know what to expect. We're gonna open it in real time right now without cutting myself. All right, so first thing I notice, they got some advertisements in here. It's an interesting business model. Looks like they're partnering with new brands that are looking to get distribution and brand recognition. So looks like it's Grove Home Goods. It's interesting to note they actually have their Misfits Markets expanded to own their own label. It's called Odds and Ends. So I'm wondering if Grove is actually one of their portfolio brands. I might have to look into that. But right away, some advertisement. It's kind of an interesting idea for maybe our CSA box in the future if there's local companies and local organizations that might want to get their word out. I mean, ours is like a 25-person box, so I don't know how much that would be of value, but we'll see. If anyone's interested, let me know. Some broccoli here. I made sure all this was organic. This one, produce, organic certified, USA. Don't know where it's from, but organic nonetheless. Some peppers. Divine flavor. It kind of looks like this might have been something that was like a waste diversion from a grocery store, because it kind of seems like packaging that you would find in a grocery store item. They look good. Product of Mexico. Okay, so divine flavor, again, organic, but likely something you'd find at the grocery store. Some celery, unlabeled, but looks good from all intents and purposes. Super mini watermelon. Again, not labeled, but looks good. Eager to cut into it. A couple avocados, avocados from Mexico. Organic, because actually the barcode does list 9 as the first digit, which is always indication that it is of organic quality. A couple of Fuji apples. Whenever a barcode says biologique, I imagine it's from Mexico or like a product of Mexico. Organic certified by USDA, so maybe from the US. It's hard to say, it just says Fuji on it, so I don't know if that's the actual brand of apple producer or if that's the kind of apple that it is. That's a Fuji apple. And then lastly, some mushrooms. Again, kind of looks like a store packaged mushrooms, organic, USDA grade, Phillips Gourmet. They look great. But again, it kind of resembles exactly what their value proposition is, which is an online grocery store, which means you're going to get probably what you would expect to find at your local supermarket, just of an organic nature. It looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't wow me, and again, I'm biased. I would say the items that we see here are things I would probably pick up at my local Vons or Albertsons, and I think it's lacking the spirit of what we advocate for here, which is like local organic and knowing the farms, knowing the farmer behind the food. But it is a very sophisticated and efficient logistics operation that they got going on, to where they probably are serving tens of thousands or more households every day or week. So I mean, kudos to them for getting to the space and the scale that they're at. I think in order to do so, you are maybe sacrificing the local aspect of the food you're providing folks. But you know, if it gets organic food into the homes, I respect it. And if it's especially diverting waste, it's another link in the chain of making our food system more sustainable. And hopefully, if people are making their organic choices, you're just making farms want to move in that direction as well. So in all, really cool offering that Misfits is providing. I think their design, their packaging, their online experience is dialed. You can tell they've been in business for a while and they got a lot of resources behind them. The produce, good. I would say in comparison to what we offer, what CSAs around this community offer, I think you can find a lot of better items by participating in a local CSA program. We're going to continue doing these, so if you got any questions or any suggestions on boxes you want to see in the future, let me know, and thanks for tuning in. See ya. How long was that?
8.5 minutes.
Man, I feel like I was talking for 40 minutes there.
Really?
Yeah, it felt like forever.
That was good.
That was cool. That was interesting. I kind of really didn't know what to expect.